now everybody's cleaning up. It's been 8 hours since I took the other videos around 10 a.m. I think. It's now after 6 p.m. I've been asleep this whole time because last night I didn't get much sleep. Still no power. No power in the surrounding area. Like, I'll just go. You're not going to know my location unless you really dig into it. And honestly, there's nothing you can do to me. So, not that that's a dare, but the whole CSRA, we're still out of power. But we're very fortunate that I think it was only 6 people near here died. I'm not sure about the rest of the surrounding area, but I know that my landlord said 6 people, I believe, were known to be dead in the near surrounding area. So we're all trying to figure out what to do with the food in our fridges and freezers, and there's obviously nowhere to go for food, and because it's the 21st century, there's not a lot you can do without electricity unless you make a fire and know how to properly cook food on a fire. Which around here not a lot of people know, I don't think. My grandma's got a grill. She's gonna cook a few things on stuff that's still, relatively frozen, so it hasn't thawed completely out. So if you cook it right away, it'll be okay. But yeah, I wish everybody the best, and we're very fortunate that all we have to deal with is not having power for a while. That is, I don't know what to say. I can't complain about anything right now. And honestly, I have nothing to complain about, and I would never complain during a situation like this. Me making all these videos is just fascinating to me, because this has never happened here to this extent, like my fellow choir member said. And I did make a mistake. The roof pieces that were over here are actually from this house, so it's not from the house 2 blocks away. So I did make that mistake, like that piece right there. Apparently they have some sort of porch thing or gazebo, something like that had a metal roof, and that was the only portion of this roof that was metal, and it all came down, and it was all in the front. So that's not from the house 2 blocks away, but still could have been. I mean, their stuff went a ways. Like the house that was on Front Street, or is on Front Street, sorry, roof pieces traveled pretty far from that house, like over 100 feet down the road and up the road past that. Like it went around the corner like they were going for a ride, I think that's the only correction I have to make from my videos. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But yeah, we were very fortunate. I did learn from my friend of my grandmother's. I think she's also in choir with both of us. Excuse me. Still tired after that many hours of sleep that I caught up. That her daughter, who doesn't live very far from here, she had a friend a couple houses down whose child was killed because a tree crashed over a house into their bedroom window and killed them. And I just hope that their death was quick and painless. I hope they did not suffer as a child. That's always been a fear of mine growing up, was that, what if a tree falls, breaks through my window, and impales me? That was a fear when I was a young child. But that's because my dad, who I joke around, sometimes call him paranoid, and sometimes he goes a bit too far, but not crazy paranoid. He I guess prepared us. Stay away from the windows during bad storms, all that kind of stuff. So I hope their death was not drawn out and painful, because as a child, that has got to be the worst feeling to end with. I just hope that they're okay now, and wherever they are, they have somebody that they're with to comfort them. And for the other people who died in this area, I hope the same thing for them. Anybody who died during the storm in general, I did not expect this. I'll be honest, I feel like an idiot, because in my art class Wednesday morning, I was like, nah, we'll probably just get the tail end, some strong winds, it won't be that bad. And to be honest, it's really not that bad here. The only bad thing is that there's a lot of trees down, which means power is going to be out for a while, which I'm not going to complain about, because compared to Florida, literally a walk in the park. So I wasn't necessarily wrong, but I didn't expect it to have this much, I guess, nature damage, property damage, and lives killed over here, lives taken over here, from something that has moved inland and has, since it moved inland, decreased in its power. So it's unfortunate for those who lost their lives, but the rest of us are very, very lucky that all we have to deal with is a power outage, some blocked roads, some events canceled, and some minor property damage. We are very fortunate to only have to worry about that, and I'm very grateful for that. And my prayers and hopes go out to those who are less fortunate, and I just hope that whoever died, whoever's injured, I hope it wasn't long lasting. I hope it wasn't extremely painful. I hope they are now resting in peace, or maybe being comforted by somebody on the other side, whether there is another side or not. I just hope wherever they are doing better and not in pain, and I hope when they died they didn't experience much pain, because I don't know, it's crazy. And last night, because I was watching this stuff on the Weather Channel, because I was getting a little worried. I was like, okay, this might actually get bad. And I mean, comparatively, it's really not, but for here, this is probably the most we've been hit with a hurricane, which is, that's why everybody's like, this is weird. It's weird. It's weird to be this far inland and still have, pretty serious effects. Not hugely serious, but enough to kill people. Enough to rip roofs off. Enough to topple 8 large oak trees all in the span of 20 feet. That's practically, I won't say historic, but almost unheard of over here. We've had bad storms, we really have. I'm serious, we've had worse flooding, but I've never seen this many things damaged nature and property wise. So this is just wild, really is what it is. It's just wild. But like I said, I'm very grateful that this is all we have to deal with. And my hopes and prayers and wishes of well-being go out to those who were less fortunate, who were struck directly with the full force. I just hope they can somehow get Floridians out of Florida and inland, because after this, they should just wake up and realize, hey, we need to protect our fucking people and move. Wow, that's a lot of birds. Sorry. Never seen that many of those. They must have left and gone somewhere. They never travel with that many. Wow. And they're going to the pond. I hope they realize after this that it's time to save people's lives, and pay for all these people to move somewhere inland. And I'm serious about that. Like, this isn't a joke. You know, this isn't like, oh, Florida sucks, let's move out of Florida. This is serious. If they don't move, they're gonna keep getting hit, storm after storm. And where are my plants? They were in my landlord's garage, so they didn't get damaged. But I mean, I'm so serious. Earth goes through these cycles of extreme cooling and then extreme, well, not extreme, but cooling and then heating. You know, like, this is normal for Earth to have tropical storms and to have ice ages. Like, that's a normal thing for Earth to have. So I just hope that, you know, government officials recognize that the right thing to do is to pay for these people to move somewhere safer, because I don't want to see anybody else killed. I don't know anybody down there. I'm being 100% honest. I have no idea who's down there, or who they are, or what they stand for, or what their personality is. And I personally don't care at this point. You know, if it's bad enough to get damage all the way up here, it's bad. And I really hope that our government is going to actually help us, rather than just continue to try and divide us. And say what you will, you may have a different opinion or outlook, and that's fine. I really don't care about politics right now. I care about people not dying anymore. You know, I mean, we seriously need to work together. If hurricanes like this are going to continually get worse, which it looks like that's what it's doing, if they're going to continually get worse, and Florida is going to be battered left, right, and diagonally and sideways and all up, over and under, those people need to move. And I'm serious, they probably don't have the money to. Nobody has the money to fucking move. I'm telling you that straight up. Or I would have moved by now to fucking Germany. I don't know. I would have moved to one of the Celtic countries, because I don't know. I kind of worry about us as a nation, that we're more... Not all of us, not everybody who's watching this video, and you can say what you want. I'm not even trying to push my political agenda or whatever. But the people who have power, who have authority, who have money, are more concerned with arguing than they are with actually trying to save people's lives. That's what's bothering me right now. Because all of this made me realize, like, damn, Florida is fucked. Just 100% straight up, Florida is fucked if this continues down this path. Which it will. Because, like I said, Earth normally goes through those periods of flipping between ice age and tropical. And when we hit that tropical, that means all the way up into Scandinavia, there are tropics. So the ocean level will rise. It's not a fucking conspiracy, and it's not due to global warming by humans. It's a natural thing that maybe we helped a little bit, but in reality, you know, we are not the worst thing Earth has seen. No matter what we do to ourselves or to Earth, it will bounce back, because that's what it does. I mean, after the extinction of the dinosaurs, it bounced back, didn't it? There have been many periods of extinctions like that. Earth goes through phases. So Earth will be fine. It ain't about the Earth. It's about us right now, because we are the ones who have developed. You know, we are the ones who have used Earth to our advantage to live an easier life, for the most part, for almost all of us in the world. Almost all of us, probably. a fair amount, 2/3, 3/4, something like that. Maybe less than that, I'm not really sure. I don't have statistics, so please don't come after me for that. But I don't know. I just hope that nobody else dies. And I hope that people finally, like, just speak up for yourself. You know, if you need to move and you don't have the ability to do so, make it known. Shout it from the fucking treetops. Because if you're in an unsafe area because of all this tropical stuff, you need to get the fuck out of there if you want to see the next day. I mean, people's livelihoods have been crushed. This is not good. You know, it's time to put our differences aside, quit arguing, quit battering each other and saying, we'll do this, we'll do that, and then just hating on the other person. It's time to just put all that aside and say, look, these people need help. Let's get them help now. So that's my opinion. I think that's all I have to say now. Thank you for listening. Bye.